Last week I planned to move weapon unlocks out of regular level ups and into boss rewards. This week I finished that system, moved evolutions there as well, and added a starter weapon selection for future runs. I also changed the font setup and simplified how bosses scale. I started by moving weapon unlocks to boss rewards as planned last week. At first evolutions were still mixed into normal level ups. By the end of the week I moved those to bosses too. No regular level ups improve the weapons I already have, while boss skills handle unlock and evolutions. I was about to rebuild the cards as well, but they appeared throughout the whole game, and deserve a focused pass. For now I kept the changes around the reward structure and balance. The arrow is still the default starter weapon for a new player. Once the first boss has been defeated, future runs show a weapon selection screen after pressing play. From there, I can start with any weapon I have already unlocked. Before continuing, I spent one day reviewing the code, removing duplicated pieces and consolidating shared values. That led into the font work. I was not happy with the old font because some letters were difficult to read. XP could look like HP and there was no bold version available. I changed the setup so fonts can be swapped more easily, then tested Rubik and Sekuya. Rubik made the card text look cleaner, but it did not fit the rest of the game very well. Sekuya felt closer to the style I wanted, so I kept it for now. The upgrade cards are still a little crowded, but changing or tuning the font later is much easier now. The last main gameplay pass was boss balance. Previously, the boss damage came from both its weapon damage and an additional bonus from difficulty scaling. I removed that extra bonus, so now the weapon's damage values is the only number controlling how hard the boss hits. This gives me one place to tune boss damage instead of balancing two separate values. Enemy weapons will not evolve for now. I may add that later, but it is not needed for the first version. I made the boss move slightly faster, which gives ranged weapons less time to attack before it reaches the player. At the same time I slowed down its attack swings. This keeps the boss near the player longer and gives melee weapons more time to deal damage during the fight. Tapping the boss for extra damage helps as well. I considered giving melee starters a separate tap damage bonus, but left it out until the current numbers are more stable. The sword is still untuned, so this run becomes overpowered pretty quickly. At this point, most of the systems I wanted for the first version are in the game. A lot of the remaining gameplay work is now balance and number tuning. On the final day, one of the checks in my workflow kept flagging the same testing friction. It had appeared often enough that I stopped brushing it off and improved the testing tools while reviewing this week's changes. This should make the next balance passes easier to run and repeat. The reusable testing part is included in the Unity MCP skills repository I shared. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.